They want the firing. They want the demonstration effect. They want the intimidation. They want the sense that the whole government works for Donald J. Trump, right? That me that you were laughing about, the capitalized me in his Truth Social post is very revealing, though.
The two most alarming elements of this is just the straight fundamental fact that this woman, a public servant, lost her job because she reported the facts. That gets you into a really bad place. Like if you're a public employee, you're just trying to make sure that people have the correct information about whatever it is, whether it's hurricane reports or intelligence reports or, military, like you go down the list. If you put out information that is true but inconvenient for Donald Trump, then you could lose your job. Obviously, that has a ripple effect throughout the government. And we saw this with the DNI already. This is not the first time where Tulsi Gabbard fired people for not advancing the lie that Venezuela, Tren de Aragua was invading the country under the orders of Maduro or whatever the absurd, proposition they put out there was. So now we've seen this a couple of times. And, I think that there are who knows what kind of consequences there are of that. There's a lot of unpredictable consequences. And then specifically, though, in the economic area, the economy is based in a lot of ways on trust and the belief that institutions are going to pay their bills, that the numbers that they report are going to be accurate, right? That there is not going to be some corrupt scheme that hyperinflates or deflates the dollar, right? Like this is the reason why the U.S. has the world reserve currency, while the U.S. is still a trusted harbor for investment for people around the world, right? Like it is because our institutions are strong and legitimate. If you delegitimize your economic institutions, that puts you on a path to having an economy that looks more like Argentina.
The firing has its intimidation effect. The discrediting of the numbers has real effects on politics conceivably. I mean, do we trust that before Election Day in 2026, when there's the third quarter GDP, which I think is usually late October, or many, many other, obviously monthly and all kinds of employment and inflation numbers, do we trust in 2028 that we're going to get honest numbers?
How could you?